This affirmations is for you, if you are ready and willing to experience your healing and wholeness. Listen to this, say this, and watch your life transform. This week's affirmations is inspired by the teachings of Louise Hay, which says that you are the healer. It's a beautiful journey back to wholeness. We start with sharing some hidden truths, so pay quiet attention to the end. Welcome to Mind Elevate. Our channel has one core mission, and that is to help you rise to your higher self. We help you elevate your life with our daily dose of mind-uplifting content and empowering resources. Besides these, every week, we share at least one special affirmation video to help you deepen your meditation practices and achieve your goals faster. These are not just positive words but life-transforming as you tune your mind in. So let's get started. Once again, welcome. If you're here, it means some part of you is ready. Ready to take your power back. Ready to heal, not just your body but your life. Whether you're battling illness, wrestling with emotional pain, or simply feeling like something's off inside you, this message is for you. Healing isn't just about medicine. It's not just about doctors, treatments, or diagnoses. True healing begins with understanding that your body, your mind, and your spirit are always connected. And if you want real transformation, you must be willing to become an active participant in your own restoration. It doesn't matter what the condition is. Chronic pain, fatigue, anxiety, digestive issues, disease with a name, or symptoms that don't make sense. When you start working with your inner world, your outer world will begin to shift. When you change your thoughts, your body listens. I once came across a definition of health that deeply resonated with me. Health is not merely the absence of disease. It is having energy, joy, clarity. It's falling asleep easily and waking up refreshed. It's having a strong memory, a light heart, and a body that moves with ease. Health is integrity between what you think, what you feel, and what you do. So I ask you, how healthy are you really? Now let me be clear, I do not claim to heal anyone. I'm not a miracle worker. What I do is guide people back to the truth. They are the creators of their experiences. Not by fault but by pattern. Our thoughts are like seeds. What we consistently think, believe, and say to ourselves becomes the garden we walk through. This includes the beautiful experiences we love, and the painful ones we'd rather escape. Every discomfort in the body, every ache, imbalance, or illness, is not a punishment. It's a message. It's your body's way of saying, something in your thoughts needs your attention. Something in your beliefs is out of alignment with your truth. Instead of just saying, I want this pain gone, ask instead, what is this here to teach me? When we understand this, we stop fighting ourselves. We move from judgment to curiosity, from fear to awareness. And this shift, even a small one, activates the beginning of healing. You have everything you need inside you to be well. Wholeness isn't something you earn, it's something you remember. And the more you reconnect with your inner truth, the more empowered you become to change not just your health but your entire life. Once you realize that your thoughts carry power, you can begin to direct them with intention. You are no longer a passive observer. You are the author, the artist, the architect of your inner world. And when your inner world changes, so will your outer experience. This is an extraordinary realization. It can be the most meaningful adventure you ever embark on. There's a center of wisdom within you. You might call it intuition, your higher self, the divine spark. Whatever name you give it, it knows what you need. And once you decide to make changes, this wisdom steps in and begins to guide you, attract the right people, the right resources, the right timing. Something inside you has already shifted just by being here. The process has already started. Say that to yourself now, out loud if you can. I have already begun the healing process. Now understand this. The body, like everything else in your life, is a mirror of your inner world. It speaks to you constantly, not with words but with sensations, signals, and symptoms. Every single cell in your body is listening to the story you tell it. Every thought, every belief, every repeated sentence in your mind creates a response. If your inner dialogue is loving, the body reflects that. If it's filled with stress, fear, resentment, or guilt, the body reflects that too. Our posture, our habits, our expressions. These are all physical echoes of our mental state. Look around. You can often see on a person's face the story they've lived. Our bodies become our autobiography. So what kind of story are you writing? Here's what I believe. It is our divine birthright to live in health, to feel whole, to be joyful and at peace in every area of our lives. That is not wishful thinking. That is alignment. And I want you to start claiming that birthright today. Now, some of what I'm going to say might sound simple. Don't mistake simplicity for weakness. These ideas may be gentle, but they are powerful. They've helped countless people. And they can help you too. Please remember, if you're working with a doctor or therapist, continue doing so. These ideas aren't meant to replace medical care. They're meant to enhance your healing journey, to make it deeper and more effective. Take a deep breath now. Let your body settle. Allow these words to wash over you like soft rain. You don't need to understand everything. Just let your subconscious mind take in what it needs. I believe all illness begins with our thoughts. Not because we want to be sick. Of course not. But because we create an inner atmosphere where illness can grow. And that atmosphere is shaped by fear, unprocessed emotion, and old stories that no longer serve us. Our inner dialogue, the constant thoughts we repeat, affect every system in the body. I once heard a doctor say, if a surgeon operates without addressing the root cause of the disease, they're only buying time before the patient creates another illness. That struck me deeply. Because healing is never just about the surface. It must go to the source. So ask yourself gently, lovingly, what is the deeper cause of what I'm feeling? What belief or fear might I still be carrying? I believe we are each responsible for the experiences in our lives. Not from guilt, but from power. Because when we own that we played a part in shaping the story, we also reclaim the ability to rewrite it. The universe, i.e., God, your body, and your subconsciousness, all of them respond to your beliefs. They respond to the words you repeat about yourself, whether those words are spoken or silent. And we all have a choice. Right now. We can choose new thoughts. We can create new beliefs. We can rewrite the script. When we were little, we absorbed our first beliefs from the people around us. If we were surrounded by fear, we learned to fear. If our parents struggled with love, we struggled too. But let's be clear, this isn't about blame. Our parents, like us, were doing the best they could with the tools they had. They were living out the beliefs they were taught too. If your mother didn't know how to love herself, she couldn't teach you self-love. If your father didn't feel safe expressing emotion, he couldn't show you tenderness. We are all part of an inherited pattern. But we don't have to stay trapped in it. In fact, I believe that God, through us, chose our parents. Not by accident, but by divine design. God selected the perfect environment to challenge us, to push us toward growth, to set us on our spiritual path. Even if it was painful. Even if we didn't understand it at the time. We come into this life with lessons to learn. And we create experiences, yes, even the hard ones, that reflect those lessons back to us. Think back over your life. How many times have you repeated the same pattern? The same heartbreak? The same disappointment? The same illness? Chances are there's a belief underneath it all that needs to be rewritten. But here's the good news. The point of power is always in the present moment. Right now, today, you have the power to change. It doesn't matter how long you've been in pain. It doesn't matter how bad the diagnosis. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. The power is here now inside of you. Your thoughts today are creating your reality tomorrow. That's not meant to scare you, it's meant to empower you. Because if you don't like where your life is heading, you can change course. And it begins with your inner conversation. Listen to yourself. What are you saying, silently or aloud? Is it fear-based? Is it critical? Is it kind? Is it loving? Don't judge yourself, just observe. Awareness is the first step to freedom. You may have never thought about it this way before, but any problem we face is only a thought that has persisted over time. And the beautiful truth is, a thought can be changed. Take this example, feelings of shame or self-hate stem from thoughts, like, I'm unworthy, or I'm not good enough. But the moment we release those thoughts, the feelings lose their power. You can choose different thoughts. Yes, some of them are deeply ingrained, but they began with a choice, and they can end with one too. Let's be frank with ourselves on this. You've likely resisted positive thoughts before. Maybe you said, "That's not true," or "That's too good to believe." But remember, you've had no problem believing painful thoughts. Now it's time to try something different. In my experience, the vast majority of people are carrying some form of self-rejection, guilt, or fear. These heavy emotions create imbalance. They clog the flow of love and healing in the body. And the more we carry them, the harder it is for life to work in our favor. If you feel unworthy, if you constantly strive to please others while neglecting yourself, if you feel angry all the time and don't know why, these are signs that your inner story needs healing. The core wound I've found in nearly everyone I've worked with is the belief, "I'm not good enough." And from that seed, many other weeds grow. "I don't deserve good things. I can't rest. I'll never be loved." But let me tell you something radical. You are good enough. You always have been. And you always will be. When those old thoughts rise up, speak back to them. Refuse to let them drive your life. Guilt, fear, criticism, and resentment are poison to the body. They keep the nervous system locked in defense. They block the immune system. They disturb sleep. That distorts the natural flow of the human body. This blockage fuels disease. But when we let go, when we choose responsibility over blame, compassion over shame, the healing begins. What's happening around you is a mirror of what's happening within you. If you constantly attract the same negative people or circumstances, ask yourself, what am I believing about myself that's allowing this? When you shift the inner pattern, the outer reflection must change. You don't have to know the exact cause. You don't have to figure it all out today. Just begin by closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in, hold up for a second. Exhale slowly. Then say this softly but with your attention on every word. I am willing to release the pattern within me that has created this condition. Say it again. I am willing to release the pattern within me that has created this condition. Say it again. I am willing to release the pattern within me that has created this condition. When you speak this truth, you stop being a victim. You become the healer. You're saying, "I'm ready," means you may not fully understand it yet, but you are taking your power back. You are choosing peace. You are choosing freedom. What a beautiful, powerful place to stand. So let this be your beginning. A beginning rooted in compassion, awareness, and radical self-love. Your healing is not somewhere far away. It's here. Now. And it starts with a single decision: to choose new thoughts, to release old stories, and to remember who you really are. You are already whole. And it's time to return to that truth. As you return to your quiet meditation, and even after going about daily activities, keep whispering resolutely to yourself again and again. Say it again. I am willing to release the pattern within me that has created this condition. I am ready to let go of beliefs and thought patterns that breed unwholesome life. I take back my health. I take back my wholeness. The target is not for people to hear. No. Rather, you need your subconscious mind to keep hearing this from you. So, say it softly, adding emotions that reflect intensive agreement with every word. And most of all, picture yourself as one who has found out the actual root cause in your belief system, and see yourself turning it around, then your life transforming. Listen to this. You may need to take another treasured 10 minutes to listen to this video again to absorb the rare truths that have been shared, which you need to understand, so you can be free indeed. That's the end of part 1, and honestly, it's just the beginning. Part 2 is where the real shift happens. So make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next. See you there.